Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports. We got your Breeders' Cup 2025 picks. Usually, I give this out just to my premium members. Every once in a while, I'll do maybe one video for the race. But I have Breeders' Cup Classic. I have the Breeders' Cup Sprint for you. I have the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint and the Dirt Mile. So I'm going to bet in either. We're going to break down the entire, and these are all going to be for free for you. We're going to break down the Classic horse by horse. Rest I'm just going to give you my bets and how I'm playing them, and then you can do what you like with that information. Of course, if you want to get on my best plays every day, you get this kind of winners. All you got to do, very simple, go to docsports.com/trap and get in on it. College football weekend. I got four college football plays on Saturday. I've got 3 plays on Sunday. You can get them all for just $99. Go over to docsports.com/trap. That'll get you the week pass. If you want, say, the NBA pass, or it's $99 for a week, NHL, you can go over there, and you can use this promo code MBA15 to save 15% off all weekend long on any of my passes. So that only works on my passes, but go over there. Okay, let's kick it off. First and foremost, we're going to go horse by horse, and I'm going to be looking down. Usually I don't like to do that, but there's no way I can remember all this information. There's just way too many horses that I've been breaking down on the whole card, but these are the races I like the most. So first we start off, obviously the big news, Sovereignty scratched with a flu. Don't know if we'll see this horse again, but what if? I mean, what if he would have won if he ran in the Preakness and he won the Triple Crown? What if he could have swept here? I mean, this horse has been a monster. I think he was going to be very tough to beat. I would have tried, obviously, to beat him because I don't bet favorites that often in horse racing. But my first love is horse racing. FYI, this is how I started doing this. Handicapping was I just kind of fell into the other stuff because I was really good at picking winners. So let's go horse by horse. Fierceness, now he's going to be the favorite. 5-2 in the morning line. Probably will be more like 2-1, 9-5, as I do think he's been great at Del Mar. Finished, I think, second rate last year. We have all 3 runners from last year's Classic back. And if we would have had all 3 of the top runners of the Kentucky Derby, if we would have had Sovereignty in. But Fierceness, I think he's sitting on a big race. Rapoli didn't have to bring this horse back after last year, but he kind of did us a favor, and he looked great winning the Pacific Classic at Del Mar last time out, so I think he's sitting on a big race. Number 2, Baeza, I think he's the second or third best of the 3-year-olds coming in here. He's just ran up against Sovereignty, which Sovereignty's a monster. So that's but I like what he did in the Pennsylvania Derby, obviously against much lesser talent. He's going to have to step up here, but he's going to be a fair price at 10-1. Number 3, Nevada Beach, 20-1. Baffert and Mike Smith. How often do you get Bob Baffert and Mike Smith at 20-1? Not very often. Not going to be on my card, but at 21, I wouldn't talk people off of him. Number 4, this is the Chad Brown entry. That's going to be the rabbit. He's going to be 50-1. He's only in here to give Sierra Leone a better setup like he had last year when Sierra Leone won the Classic. Number 5, Forever Young. This is the Japanese shipper that looked really good in the Derby, looked really good last year in the Breeders' Cup Classic. He's ran the best race of any of these horses, by the way. I think it was UE Derby. Don't quote me on that, but his race, I think the speed number would have been somewhere near 118, 119, would tower above most of these others, maybe than Sovereignty. But it's a lot. These shipping horses have just never really come over here and won the dirt races. But I do think he'll be on my card 7-2 morning line. Like I said, number 6 is Sovereignty scratch. Number 7 is Sierra Leone, the winner of last year's Classic. Now, he got a hot pace to close into last year. Will he get that this year with Contrary with the rabbit out there? I don't know if it'll go out. I think people are going to let Contrary Thinking go. I just don't think they think he can hold. So I don't know if he'll get that closing. Number 8's Mind Frame. It's the other Rapoli hearse. I think he's the most improved horse as the 3-year-olds coming in. 6-1 on the morning line. If he runs what he did in the Stephen Foster, where he beat Sierra Leone, I think he's a very, very good chance to win the race. Number 9 is Journalism, 5-1. Obviously, he's kind of just ran up against he's had a very long campaign. Has looked not good. He did not look good in the Pacific Classic. Can he rebound? I think he's, of the 3-year-olds, I like him the least, to be honest. I just think think they used him up too much early in the year, and I think this horse is kind of got nothing left. Number 10, 10-1 on morning line, Pletcher. I wouldn't talk anybody off him, but it's not going to be on my card. So how am I going to play this race? I like Mindframe at the odds of 6-1. I think Fierceness is going to win or be second. I think these are going to be, these two, both the Rapoli horses, both trained by Pletcher. I think these are going to be the top two horses, but I'm going to bet Mindframe because he's an improving horse, and I'm going to get probably 3 times my money. I think Fierceness is going to be off at 9-5 or 2-1. I think Mindframe is going to be 6-1, and I don't think there's not 3 times separating these horses. So give me Mindframe on top. Number 2, I'm going to play Fierceness. Number 3, I'm going to play Forever Young, and number 4, Sierra Leone. So I'd play like a $100 win play show on Mindframe. Then I would throw like a $2 exacta box with those 4 horses, and then a $1 try box with those 3 horses. I think those are going to be legit. Now, it's not going to pay ridiculous, but if Mindframe's on top, it will get us a little profit. Now, as far as the other races, here's what I like in the other races. And we won't go over race by race or horse by horse, but the number 4 race is the Filly and Mare Sprint. I think Hope Road's sitting on a really big race at 4-1. I think he's the number 8 horse in that one. I would play him, a pretty big win wager on him. The 6th race is the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Bentornado, I think I'm saying that right, is the number 10 horse at 5-2. I doubt we get 10 to or 5-2, probably more like 2-1. I think this horse towers above. I think number 1 is the only worry, but him down on the rail, I think he'll probably have to go around horses, and I think that gives Bentornado a clear leg to win this, number 10. Then the last race that I like is the Dirt Mile, the 10th race, Nisos. I think Nisos has been a monster this year, early in the year. And if you can get anywhere near even money, it's 8-5 on the morning line. He's the number 3 horse in this race. If you get even money, that's stealing money. I think he wins for fun. If anything, 4-5 or over, I would bet this horse on a nice win wager. So that's what I like for the 4 races I like for Breeders' Cup Saturday 2025. Hope you have a good one. Don't forget, if you want in on my top plays, go over to DocSports.com/trap. Get in football weekend. You can get a football pass for $99. Get all 7 plays for the weekend. NBA 15 saves you 15% off on that. If you just want to buy the individual best play, I have an individual best play both Saturday and Sunday. Get in on it there. All right. Good luck. See you again tomorrow.